originally set out to go for a tailor and salmon bash, but the howling westerly winds and seaweed made it absolutely impossible. Luckily, there was a river mouth nearby. I've never fished here before, but as per, I guess, most of my videos, I always say go to the river mouth, you can't really go wrong, as long as it's flowing through. This one was just trickling in, so there was just a trickle of water and nutrients coming into the river, so I thought that right at the mouth there might be a few surprises. I heard that there was some flounder down here as well. So I'm just casting right across where it's breaking through. Second cast was looking good. I saw a bit of silver, so I thought it might be a little chopper tailor. To my surprise, a mullet smacked the zipbait Rigge. Not a bad size one too. They make fantastic bait, but I'll let him go today. I wasn't sure what I was going to get here. I was hoping to get maybe black brim, flathead, flounder. I'm just pulling it across the little drop-off areas where the water has pushed away the sand. This had very recognisable head shakes. Beautiful black brim.
Beautiful brim.
They're in feeding mode here because they're taking a 70mm lure. But that's the whole point of the river mouth. There's going to be little bits of bait and little bits of food that are flowing into the river here, and these guys are just sweeping past, cleaning it all up. It's good to know that the black brim like this lure because it's got fantastic casting distance, so you can really make some distance on the flats. Nice and fat. He swam off nicely. Here's a closer look at the zip bait. It basically screams flathead. But here we're going for more of a reaction bite, because the water's flowing pretty quickly through here, so I'm retrieving it in a little bit faster than I usually would if it was nice and still. With that, I'm still trying to include some pauses in here. So I'm trying to get the reaction bite so they think it's just a wounded bait fish basically. So I'm doing small flicks of my wrist. I'm casting out right across to the other side, so wind it in past the real shallow point. And slow down my retrieve, pause. Might throw a few little flicks in there. So again, flicking with the wrist. Just making it a little erratic. Those little movements with the rod are just going to move it about, 5 or 6 centimeters to the right, 5 or 6 centimeters to the left. You can rip it downwards as well, but it's pretty shallow here, so you just end up getting fouled up with weed a bit more. I'll just keep on changing up the retrieve. Sometimes I'll just do a slow wind with a few pauses here and there with no rips at all. Just keeping it different, some faster than others, particularly until you sort of hit your rhythm. Once you catch a fish, think about what sort of retrieve you did in the time before and do it again. It was pelting down with rain most of the day here, but nice rainbow in between. Nice and scenic. By the way, I've just got my usual 1 to 3 kilo Veritas, and I've got a 2500 reel with 4 pound braid on it, and the leader I'm using is actually 8 pound. It's just because of what I had tied on last time, and I thought that there might have been a few flatties around here. There's no structure at all, so 4 pound would be fine for Bream. There you go, right on the paws. This one was pulling a little bit of string as well. There's no structure around, so taking my time. Another beautiful Bream. This zip bait is probably what I would have usually used for flathead or tailor, but this 70mm lure is still smashing these black Bream. Again, I think it's really good for that reaction bite. I'm on a family holiday, so I had to pack up after this one. I was supposed to be back in the car probably 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, good. I'm walking back to the car now. Yep. Nah, all good. Yeah, if you want to go into town, eh? Alright, no worries. I'll be literally, I'm about 2 minutes from the car. I'll come home, change my clothes and go.
Thanks for watching.
Yep.
For more Bream, tailor, flathead, and other WA species, please subscribe. Feel free to ask any questions in the comment section.